Hi everyone. Today I want to share some tips that can really help you when it comes to impressing a woman. You know that moment when you meet someone and, without even realizing it, you start noticing every little detail? Well, we women do the same thing. I'm going to tell you about the 7 details that catch our attention the most. They might seem like small things, but they make a huge difference. So stay tuned because these tips are valuable. Before I start, I want to know, when you meet someone for the first time, what's the first thing you notice? It can be anything, whether it's about men or women. Leave your answers in the comments because I'm really curious to know what catches your attention the most. Now, back to the topic. Have you ever wondered what a woman notices first when she meets a man? Just like you, we also notice some details right away. That's why I'm going to give you some tips that will help you not only win over a woman but also take care of these points in any situation, always ensuring a great first impression. Number 1, the hands. You might think that hands aren't that important, but let me tell you a secret, they are. We women pay a lot of attention to a man's hands, and there's a good reason for it. If you're in a relationship or plan to be, you'll be spending a lot of time holding hands. Now imagine holding the hand of someone whose skin feels like a crocodile's? Not cool, right? That's why it's super important to take good care of your hands. The first thing we notice is whether they are dry or rough. Dry hands aren't comfortable to hold. I know this well because in winter my hands also get super dry to the point of cracking and even bleeding. That's why I take good care of them, sometimes even sleeping with gloves and a lot of cream to keep them soft. But it's not just that. Clean hands and nails are also essential. I'm not saying you need to go to a salon for a manicure, but keeping your nails trimmed and clean is the basic minimum. There's nothing more unpleasant than seeing a man with long, dirty nails or with dirt trapped under them. These little details show that you care about hygiene and make a big difference in the first impression you leave. So, the next time you look at your hands, remember, they say a lot about you. Keeping your hands well groomed is not only pleasant for those who will hold them but also shows that you care about the details. And who doesn't like someone who takes care of the details, right? Number 2, the fragrance. The power of a good scent. You have no idea how much a good fragrance can impact how we're perceived. You know when you smell something nice and immediately think of someone special? Well, the scent you choose can leave exactly that impression in someone's mind. We women love it when a man smells good. It doesn't have to be anything over the top, but that scent that makes you think, wow, this person takes care of themselves. A pleasant smell can be the reason we're attracted, while a bad smell can quickly push us away. What we want is that clean scent, as if you just stepped out of the shower fresh and fragrant. It's not nice when someone tries to mask the smell of the gym with cologne. It's super noticeable and not at all pleasant. So, here's a golden tip for you. To make the fragrance last longer and have a more prolonged effect, apply the perfume right after a shower. This allows your skin to better absorb the scent, keeping you smelling good for longer. And if you want to be remembered for that special scent, it's a good idea to choose a fragrance you like and use it consistently. Over time, that scent becomes your signature and people will remember you just by smelling it. Cool, right? So, the next time you go out, make sure to give that fragrance some attention. It might seem like a small detail, but it makes all the difference and can leave an unforgettable mark on someone's memory. Number 3, the lips. Let's talk about something that often goes unnoticed but is super important, the lips. Have you noticed how when you meet someone your eyes naturally gravitate toward their lips? This happens because we communicate with our lips and they are an essential part of our facial expressions. So of course, we notice if they're well cared for. Now, imagine you're on a romantic date. One of the first things you'll notice, and the other person will too, is the lips. And we're not just talking about the shape, but mainly about how well they're taken care of. Dry, chapped lips with peeling skin are not attractive. They can give off the impression of neglect, something no one wants. That's why it's super important to keep your lips hydrated and well cared for, especially in colder seasons like winter when they tend to get drier. If that's the case, it's worth investing in a good exfoliation once in a while to remove dead skin cells and using a lip balm that keeps the lips soft but without that overly shiny look. The truth is, when lips are healthy and beautiful, they become an extra attraction. People might imagine what it would be like to kiss you, which can be a bonus point on a romantic date. So don't underestimate the power of taking good care of your lips. It's a detail that makes all the difference and can leave a very positive impression. Number 4, the appearance. If someone says appearance doesn't matter, you can be sure that's not true. Even though men are generally more visual, we also pay a lot of attention to what you're wearing. But when we talk about appearance, we're not just talking about clothes. It's about how you take care of your overall image. This means paying attention to the details. Clothes should be in good condition, without rips, stains, or dirt. They should be well ironed and clean. Taking care of these small details shows that you care about the impression you leave. So put effort into your appearance and show that you pay attention to every detail. Number 5, the behavior. Often you might think that we women only care about appearance, but that's just one part of what we observe. When we meet a man, how he treats others is super important to us. For example, if you're at a restaurant or any other place, pay attention to how you treat the waiter, waitress, or anyone who's there to help. Being polite or rude to these people says a lot about who you really are. Something that really bothers me is seeing someone being rude just because of another person's job. It shows a lack of respect that we notice quickly. Plus, the way you talk about your family, friends, and close people also matters a lot. Think about it, if you speak poorly about your own family or best friends, it makes us wonder, what does this person think of me? That's why it's important to always speak well of others. It not only shows that you're respectful and of good character but also leaves a great positive impression. Number 6, the shoes. Did you know that we can learn a lot about a person just by looking at their shoes? Yep, it's true. That's why it's super important to keep your shoes clean and well maintained. They shouldn't be dirty, stained, torn, or overly worn. If you want to make a good impression, even your shoes need to be in order. And even if you think no one notices your shoes, believe me, both men and women do. So don't neglect this detail. And an extra tip, no matter what style you choose, avoid showing up in flip-flops or sandals in front of a woman. That doesn't give a good impression at all. Number 7, the smile. The power of a smile. There's no denying it, a genuine smile is one of the most powerful weapons anyone can have. When someone truly smiles, showing joy and authenticity, it instantly sends a message of warmth, friendliness, and good vibes. And believe me, these qualities are immediately noticed by those around. Think about a situation where you meet someone new. If that person gives you a welcoming and sincere smile, the interaction automatically feels lighter, more positive, and the impression left is that this person is friendly and approachable. Now, if the person doesn't smile, the atmosphere can become tenser and the connection might not flow as well. For us women, a man who smiles often shows that he is confident, self-assured, and open to new experiences. A smile can open doors for a more pleasant conversation, disarm any difficult situation, and most importantly, create an atmosphere of comfort and trust. Besides, a smile is contagious. When you smile, people around you tend to respond positively, creating a chain of good energy. That's why maintaining a genuine, spontaneous, and frequent smile is one of the best ways to make a great impression and leave a lasting mark in any situation. So remember, smiling doesn't cost anything, but it's worth a lot. As you can see, these details may seem simple and even a bit common, but they're super important to us. We women notice every detail, and taking good care of these aspects can make all the difference in the impression you leave. If you pay attention to these points, you can be sure you'll make a good impression on both women and men. Don't underestimate these details. Paying attention to what I've mentioned is crucial to making a great first impression. Taking care of these aspects shows that you care and are ready to stand out in a positive way. So my loves, let's wrap up the video here. I want to know from you, which aspect do you think is most important and that we women notice the most? Share in the comments based on your personal experience. I'm super curious to know. See you in the next video. A big kiss to all of you. Bye.